We got landmine single leg deadlift today, and this is maybe my favorite variation of single leg deadlifts because of the way that it hits our outer glute, our side glute here. The key is gonna be how we set this up. It is a little bit different than other variations in terms of how we can get into the best position to start. So let's go over that first. We're gonna grab the bar at the very end, and then we wanna set up perpendicular to the bar. And you can see my hand is right in front of my crotch, which is right where we want it. We don't want it to be over this leg that's too far to the outside, or on the same token, we don't want it to be crossed over to that other leg. So right in the center, and then get your feet positioned so that you can get your weight in that working foot, which is gonna be the opposite leg from the hand that is holding the bar. From there, we really wanna make sure that our shoulder is locked down with the positioning of the bar through the movement. It's easy to kind of let that rotation happen as we go down. So we wanna make sure shoulder is locked before we then push those hips and that foot back. Be really mindful of your foot extending backwards, almost like a glute kickback. This is not only gonna make sure that your hips are driving the movement, but also that you have stability through the movement. My favorite reference ever, to my wife's chagrin, is that a cheetah uses its long tail to balance as it runs at high speed. That's how it can change directions quickly, not fall over. We want to use that same idea to help us with movements that require more stability, like the landmine single leg deadlift. Even though we're not running at 70 miles an hour, it's still useful. But make sure that we are pushing those hips back, driving that foot back, bending over at the hip, keeping a slight athletic bend in our knee, and then pushing through the floor to come back up. So bending over at the waist, push back the hips, push back the foot, push through the floor to come back up, maintain that nice vertical stacked torso at the top.